Hi, welcome into my channel. On this channel I am saying that we can go to the stars, man, if you understand. It was not for me, we can go here, man. This is what I'm telling you. We can go to the stars. Now it's time to colonize the planet. But maybe if you do not believe me, I try to explain to you all the science and how it is possible that we can go here on this current day, tomorrow maybe, like we can start the program tomorrow. So if you do not believe me, I try to explain to you that science is false. All the science is false. So now it's a few videos in a row where I'm explaining to you light, and I'm telling you that sound is light, and they are tricking you with the speed of sound, between the speed of sound and what actually sound it is. So you see I have memory sticks here, and you put 100 gigabytes here, 250 gigabytes, 100 gigabytes, 64, 32, and you put more music like this. You inscribe here, if you understand, as video on this stick that you can watch it 15 days non-stop, you do not sleep. But these images, but the sound is stored with the same light here is a sound. You can put maybe more than 15 days of sound, but maybe all the music on the entire planet. So the sound is light, and I'm explaining to you sound. You see, you are tricked many ways on this planet, this hour, with some old stuff like Maxwell, Einstein, all some rational thinking processes wrong that they guys did, and now you keep that. Let me tell you on short that the sound is light, okay, and it is not a frequency. So if you know, I cut from other videos, since this is a part to show to you how sound looks. Has some geometric aspect on sound if you make to vibrate. Okay, so look. This is from YouTube channel Brush Pop. You see, has 2,070,000 about the visualization of sound. So this says 100 frequency. You see, you put sand or something, and with a tone generator, like as you control the hertz. I'm telling you that it's so wrong somehow. So you see, like a pattern, another pattern, geometrical pattern. It says to you hertz here, like flower. And this is only a section. You imagine there is a tube. It's varies in a tube, like section like this. So has a three-dimensional qualities and varies, you see. From the geometrical point of view, you cannot pass from this geometry in the other one. You cannot. You do not have only like T1, T2. You see, it varies. Like you see, like but this is wrong somehow. I'm telling you that the sound itself is not only frequency. As if you see, varies, but it is a cross section. You imagine a tube like this, a full tube. You can watch this video if you want. It is easier for me to, you see, another pattern, and you cannot go from one to another in mathematics. You cannot go in geometry from one. You see them, there is geometry, but you do not have any function, because real objects describes geometry, but you have a solution, a geometrical solution from an T1, T2 is like a function, implies this first geometry implies the second one, like this, but if you put numbers on it, you cannot have, you do not have an equation somehow. This is what I'm telling you, you cannot put equations. So you see the sound, how it looks. And hertz, it says hertz like this. This is but it's some wrong stuff, you see. So this is all these guys video sound amazing resonance experiment, you see. So it was easier for me to cut it like this, to put it, and but I showed you from the where I comment them. You see, so it's changing patterns. So this is a picture, that is another picture, that it is another picture, that is another picture. You see, different kind of pictures. Like only one section. Imagine this being. You can put this in zoom and make it small. It enters in your phone, and you make a little small zoom like this, but it looks exactly like this. So but you have a temporal cone with different sections like this, you see. So this is the video of the guy. This is how sound it looks, if you understand what I'm trying to telling you. Oh, okay, if you watch that, now you understand that that you are tricking somehow the sound is a frequency. You see, hertz. It means a frequency per second. But let me tell you how you understand that the sound itself is not even a frequency. Nonetheless, the light you see images, you do not see frequencies. You do not see like frequency on that, frequency of that, frequency of that. You see frequency on red. You do not see frequency means frame per second or something per second or oscillation per second. But you see, you watch this water vibrating on a speaker, and you will understand that what I'm telling you next, that the sound itself is not a frequency. So you must control few things to understand this stuff, to control few variables to understand this stuff. So now if I'm telling you from that this is a frequency, you take in a fast manner this, and you are satisfied, and also the sound is a frequency, has the speed of sound. And but if I'm telling you, if you vibrate this, okay, you vibrate this is a frequency and a wave, and the sound is not a wave. This is a frequency, you vibrate this. Yes, but now imagine that I put this on this and I vibrate it through the paper. So in this manner, it produces different kinds of vibrations in here. So the vibration itself is not a frequency, and it is a question if you can translate it in mathematical manner, the vibration in frequency and vice versa. So if you have on an axis like this a vibration, and you have a plane in other direction, you must understand this. So difference of material to convert this frequency, like you are saying, it's a frequency, hertz per second somehow. It's a ball light, but you must understand this manner. So that's why they're tricking you this hard. But I want to make my duty to tell you that you can go to the stars here. Now it's time to colonize the planets, to go to go on the planet. So you watch what I'm telling you, water vibrating above a speaker. Look. This is from Magnetrix, kinematics water. So he puts water on a speaker and it vibrates it. You see, I'm telling you that you cannot predict the waves, and but you can discover somehow, like you discover a precious stone, that it has a kind of flowers pattern of vibration. So because it's inherent in the structure of the material itself, water. So but if you can program water, it can vary. So you add something, or maybe pure light. You see, there's some lakes are have different colors, even reddish, and they cannot explain why. They're saying that it's some
algae or something, but maybe programmed in the structure of the water there is light, programmed light, and is programmed to describe some pattern, geometrical pattern like this, or is predisposed to the reddish color, like, and it makes diffraction in reddish color. There's some lakes in Australia and there is like pink and reddish color. So the water itself, it says like in Africa or something, is green or blue. It could be programmed with light to describe you of some frequency. It does not have an intrinsic form somehow. So you see some patterns of vibration of the microphone, you see. So okay, this is what I wanted to tell you.
So if you watch that, now let me draw to you what you do. You see, but inside the prophet says you have eyes to see and you not see. You are pro somehow because the eye sees in a conceptual manner, and you are believing somehow that it's clear, yes, there is a galaxy, but I'm telling you it's a small star. So you see, but you must understand in conceptual manner. So if you have this vibration like this, you can define it's a vibration, a hertz vibration like this. You see, is in this direction. Let's say this is the trajectory vector, like in this direction from here, like this. You see, but now you see the reverberates. It comes back through this. You see. So now what I'm telling you, if you have some kind of frequency like this, you attach this on a plane like this, another plane like this, and with this frequency like this, you vibrate like that water. You vibrate this, and now you do not have any relation to convert this in a geometrical manner or on this vibration, water vibration. You saw that on the speaker. So now if you have this longitudinal axis vibration like this, and you vibrate the surface of the water, it makes small crest and like this. And now you are tricking yourself to understand it is a single image. You see that on the surface of the water is resonates, makes multiple kind of flower type. If the way this you understand it like this in a longitudinal manner axis. So now this is a trick, if you understand, because I'm speaking about volate, and if you understand, it's not a frequency, but the sound itself is not a frequency. So watch another time that water vibrate to understand. So you can vibrate with this entire surface of the water. And now you put this hand back and down and up and down, up and down, up and this is the frequency. You move the hand, and you only have a movement like up and down like this. So this is the frequency how you are moving your hand, okay? But you can produce on the surface of the water many kinds of flowers only with this vibration, because it's not due to your frequency of the hand. It is because the material itself has different kind of flower in itself, and when you vibrating according to a law of movement like this or like this or like this makes different flower types. So you watch again on the surface on the speaker of water. Watch.
This is another channel, Nigel John Stanford, kinematic speaker dish, you see, with water, you see, the same idea, it vibrates, you cannot predict the waves, they are not interfering how they are saying, and it's making, you see, concentrical patterns, unpredictable on distance or something, but when they interfere, you see, make like this, you see? Like a cones, honeycombs even, and it's unpredictable, but it could be to be programmed, like it could be programmed inside the water. I've told you, like you program the light inside the water and it responds and makes some patterns. It's not due even to the geometry of the water. There is that geometrical, in chemistry, I believe that is wrong. It's false. I'm telling you, the science is false. they are programmed to be like this, and some rocks structures, a geometrical pattern. They are saying they derive some chemistry. So now you identify different patterns of waters. You understand it's programmed somehow with light inside and respond somehow the water itself. As I've told you earlier, like even the colors of the ocean, like greenish, or they say that the blue is oxygen blue, but the color is programmed somehow in material. Okay, this is what I want to tell you. Okay, this vibration is a geometry, is the only section. You can imagine is a tube and does this in a section in water, but you do not see in reality exactly how the you see all the okay, this the channels I showed you. This is easier for me to cut it and to comment them. Okay.
So now you understand that, and I'm telling you that you cannot put mathematics on all entire geometry on numbers, on arithmetics, and you cannot put. This is what I'm telling you. As a science is false, but you must listen. You understand. So now if you understood this, maybe I will sing to you another part from. I didn't rehearse at all, but maybe I will. Okay. But just to understand what sound, I now I'm describing to you sound. The sound is not a wave that propagates with the speed of light. Of the sound is not only the sonic boom and some kind of vibration, like you hear this table. You see this table, and you understand this some kind of waves propagating through different materials. Do you really believe that if through all the materials sound has the speed of sound? These are tricks, I'm telling you, the sound. So the wave, you can see it with your eyes vibrating here. You really believe it says 1,600 kilometers per hour, the speed of sound. You are tricked in many ways. You see thunderclouds, you see lightning, and then you are saying that the speed of light is faster because the sound comes after 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. But a different phenomenon, and you see you're here to thunder without lightning, and you see lightning without thunder. This is a different phenomenon, but they are tricking you like this. You see the speed of sound is slower than speed of light. You see light, you see sound after, by correlating this kind of phenomena in a popular manner, you see. But the sound does not have any speed. The speed of light is not a definite speed. And you understand, you must understand this kind of stuff. So now if you watch that, you see there's different ways of visualization of sound. You see, if you have some geometry like this, let's say a square manner like this, and I show to you many visualization of sound on sand, and maybe you done with laser like this, you see. So now you trick me. You see, there are patterns like this, but you see this is in a plain manner. It's like you are making, if you know, a cut like this, a section on the. So you do not know how the whole tube. Let's say it is a tube. The first section looks like this. If you cut it, like if you cut sound with a machine, you see the surface. You see the surface vibrating like this. The sand, okay, mixing some patterns like this. So watch what I'm telling you. Watch.
This is a video, a sound visualization from Homemade Science with Bruce. So 8 years ago, he attaches a laser on this like rubber.
Now, with a little bit of smoke, we can see the incoming beam and the outgoing
and a
beam.
laser.
It's that outgoing
and
beam
this is
that's
a
going to
mirror.
form the patterns for us.
So it
Now,
projects
use this,
it.
I'm simply going to aim that laser to the back wall and make sounds into it. Frequencies. Now, these might be a little bit hard to see in the video, so I think it might be better if I try these in the dark.
Now, by talking to it, and I keep my voice nice and low, I get better figures than if I talk high. back down to la 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 la. Oh, oh, oh.
Instead of a
So if you watch that, now imagine the second section looks like this, like this. It's very important, like it's a circle and square manner, you see? Because you understand how they are tricking you like magicians. The sound makes in the section this and then this pattern. They are tricking you, giving you like some speed of sound and some tricks like this. But if you understand in mathematical manner, this is T1, let's say, when the sound manifests T1, it manifests for 1 second, like this manner. And the second second makes patterns like this. So now you understand T2, from T2 time for 1 second makes like this. If you understand now, you cannot put in mathematics. This is exactly like magician stuff, you see. You show this and then you show this. You say there is a frequency per second because this will appear 1 second, this works. So it's a frequency per second. But now you trick yourself if you do this, because there's no relation between this geometry and this geometry. There's no relation between this geometry and this geometry. They're relating on time like this, but there's no relation like this. So now if you have a tube like this, the sound being like a tube like this, and I'm telling you there are small zooms. I'll show to you, and I showed already to you, ladies, like some zooms. You do not have a coherent mathematical manner to describe. Only that you put T1, T2, you put this picture and then this picture. But it's in magician time like manner, see, to treat it like after frequency, after this. And I'm telling you somehow that you cannot put geometry, and I'm telling you this video you cannot put on numbers, mathematics, geometry. You see the René Descartes, the first one, putting in a Cartesian system like this, 0, x, y like this, minus infinite, plus infinite like this. But you are tricked already with minus infinite, plus infinite. So I'm describing you live, and you cannot put the equation. Minus infinite, plus infinite like this, okay, and 1 here, 2, and 1 here, 2 like this, and so in this part minus 1, minus 2, and so on and so forth, minus 1, minus 2, okay, minus like this, okay, if you know this stuff. But and now you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 to infinity and geometry. And René Descartes was the first one who put the geometry on arithmetics. But the geometry is not numbers, because you cannot deduce from numbers a square. You face 1, 2, 3, 4, and some kind of arrangement of numbers. A square is a square. So now in this manner you are trick yourself in a mathematical manner to reduce number 1, 2 to the geometry. You don't understand even that you're using 2 sets, because you have 1 to infinity here, and could be decorrelated, like you see the the sum of the you know the relation of let me tell you like this. You see, you have like this, let's say a vector, but it's composed for with numbers, and it is a line. This is 1. It is a line 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Okay, it is a line like this, and you have another one like this. You have another one like this, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. And now you must intersect this. If you know in mathematics, 2 multiplied by 2 like this equal 4, okay, but now in geometry, like you have a solution like a square, not like this, like a x square plus b y plus z equals 0, if you know. This is a second grade equation, okay? So now what you do not understand, because Pythagoras did this to intersect two lines like this, you see. If he said that the a square like this, a square of x square like this, it represent the area of a square. It is a square. I did not draw it like a square, you see. And now you understand from what does this means. 2 or 2 multiplied equals 4. But you see, if you treat it in a single axis number like this, if you treat it in single axis, you find 4 here. So now if you multiply 2 by 2 in a linear manner like this, equals 4. But now 2 this is a simplification 2 power of an area. So through these 2, the power of 2, you represent an area that has this equals with 2. This equal 2, okay? A equals 2 or x equal 2, like this. So now you understand that you are already doing something wrong. Identify this length with this and multiply by this, and 2 by 2 equals 4. So now we have any concept matter the area, defined it. So you can encompass an area between two lines like this, okay? And you say, what is the area? The area what it is circumscribed in to this with this and this, okay? So now, but you see, if you make the multiplication, mathematics gives you 2. So what they do not understand, so in the imbecilic manner, but in physics matters this. Because on one axis you could have some property and some another axis some another property, you see. So now when you reduce them, if you understand, like kilogram, if you understand on short this, I will watch and maybe I'll make this clear. You see, you have a kilogram scale, you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until infinity, you see, until infinity. And I already plus infinity, and I already told you that you have only 1. These are pictures of 1, because 2 is 2, 1, 2, 1, 3 is 3 of 1, 4 is 4 of 1, like this. 5 and so on and so forth. You are tricking yourself many ways. You have only 1. You have only 1 like this, and from this you make a row like this. To represent a line like this, a line, okay, like this. So but now you do not have another set of number, and now you must represent bidimensionality by adding, putting another line like this, you see, another line like this, and now you go the same numbers like this. And now, but you see, you put this line with this line, you can reduce this or this, the geometry, I'm telling you, the card did this, but when you still trick like this. And the origin is from Pythagoras, by pretending that the sound of cutting, and now let me continue, okay? And now you make the area, see, like this. So now if you put 2 power like this, it represents the area that is contained here inside two of this, you see. But in mathematics, 2 by 2 power gives you 4 in a straight line like this, in a straight line. So now you treated bidimensionality according to a single monosubstantial way of thinking, that is this. So you do not believe that it is false. You do not understand this is false. You intersecting 2 kinds of this like in this manner, okay, and you intersect it, and when you unite them, you make another set, because you see the area will give you a different number, like it's a number of area 4. It's not 4 meters squares, and you see, and so you are not allowed then to multiply 2 by 2. It means that it describes an area with 2 of 2 power, if you understand, or 2 of power. But if you can treat yourself, you see, like in Maxwell equation, it's the power of -1 over 2, like this. You can treat yourself because you can equate this with 4. 2 multiplied by 2, and the cube is 2 of the 3rd power. See, you draw another line like this. So now you understand unite in monosubstantial manner in 4 in the 4th row like this. Okay, but in the first matter it's 4 line like this. So you understand now you are reducing b-dimensionality on 2 lines. But why 2? Why 2? Why? Because I can draw another one and another one and another one, and all these lines are in this area of the square, of this square. All these lines, okay. So why only 2 or 2? It's somehow infinite lines like this. So to give you 4, only to understand that you can you put an area into to this like this, okay. You put it in only using 2 lines. But why? And you do not understand this stuff. But maybe when you treat light, it matters. And you see already there's all frequency vibration like this per second. I've told you already like this. And you move another surface. So I vibrate in this axis like this, a line like this, and I vibrate a plane of water like this. And it makes some geometry now. But you do not control this stuff, and you are treating this in this manner. Okay. So watch another part of sound visualization, and I'll speak you more.
Now the same, it uses electric piano, you see. I believe that it is example to understand it keeps the wave of the laser beam static, if you see. So if you see that the speed of light, why the speed of light describes the different patterns, static patterns. Is the same laser, why? You understand something's wrong. And you see they stay static. Look. You see? It describes a pattern and stays static.
You can also try it with a tone generator.
With a tone generator now, with a piano. You see, stay statics. And the same laser beam describes different geometrical patterns. So this is somehow a flower of geometry inside the sound. This is in light how that sound looks somehow. But only in one description. I believe this. The reality of sound is more complex than this. But you see the same laser with the same speed describe different geometrical patterns. If you understand, there's some mathematical problems.
The question is, why does this do this? Well, it starts with sound waves and the way sound is made. Now, we know that sound starts with vibrations. And we can have any number of ways.
Okay, you can watch this video if you want.
We have devices where it's simply the air that vibrates. We can even do it with electrical devices. No matter where the sounds come from, it's the rate of vibrations that determine the pitch. Now, when a surface vibrates in air, one moment...
Okay, you can watch.
Now, if you watch that, let me try to sing maybe other time I will sing the entire piece. Just like this. To explain to you, I have a bigger scope to explain to you how the radio functions, and to tell you that bobbin with hertz. I already began to tell you. You see, you have a rod like this. You put copper like this, copper. I have copper here, reddish, like you see, and you have a needle. And the needle, you move it. You saw the radio station. You move it on the copper, and I will explain to you this phenomenon through music. Why it's happening and why it's not hertz. And if you laugh, you understand what I want to tell you. Basically, that this bobbin, like a copper bobbin, is a key in hyperdimensional space, and I will prove to you there is four-dimensional space for this. Okay, but if you want to visualize what I'm telling you, watch this this bobbin. If you do not see it, you only have in a radio, but you are not stupid on this, all of you only. You have this on radio in megahertz. You see, that radio is this position there, and I'm telling you that it has a needle like this, and it goes like this. And on this row has a bobbin like this with copper, and they define that this is a sound frequency, this sound frequency in hertz frequency, and I'll already begin to tell you that the sound is not frequency. It's not on the flute. If you give on flute the frequency how you push the notes on the flute, but the picture described by flute, if you saw, that is a geometrical tube on different axes, different sections like this. Okay, and I will explain to you by singing the cranberries. That's because I already said that English bastards. See, someone from Scotland, Irish, but Great Britain, like Maxwell was in life. If you do not understand it, we do not control many kinds like this. Even though he knew mathematics, he did not knew the origin, who made the square, who made stuff like this. Okay, so still in this hour I see this sound, these frequencies, pictures like you see, geometrical pictures, not that geometrical picture. That geometrical picture is in here, but through this I want to prove to you that it's hyperspace. A radio goes through hyperspace, it is light. And so watch this one. This is the key to enter in hyperspace. So watch.
But the next moment also has to move backwards, which is
Okay, if you want, you can watch this video.
When the surface vibrates, we're going to get these alternating bands of closer together or further apart, closer together, further
But
apart.
you understand there's
As
some
the sound
problems,
moves to the
like
surface.
This behavior is called a pressure or a compression wave, and we can see similar results in a slinky.
it's a good explanation, but I understand
Now,
that
when a sound is made into this chamber, the compression and rarefaction is going to cause this membrane to vibrate.
you have only
But
that
it's doing
mirror, a
little bit more than
laser
just moving
on
in
the
and out.
stick, and the vibration are made by sound, and the laser describes different patterns.
So I took a 5-gallon bucket, and
You
I
must-
cut it in half, and then I took a piece of black plastic.
You must
handbag
understand that,
and
so I
stretched it
comment
over the top of
different
it.
videos on
And if I
science,
talk
no?
into this,
So
hello! I can actually feel the surface vibrating, but now I'm going to try and see it. All right, now we'll start
I
by
see,
putting a little bit of sand.
now
on
it's
this
sand.
surface. And if I make a loud noise, that should cause the surface to vibrate.
it is intrinsic, the geometry is intrinsic in the sound itself. If you understand, it's programmed somehow to have some geometry.
Hello! Hello!
You see, so it is wrong to say that
I didn't
it's
expect that. Now, how about if we go higher? I'm going to try
it's wrong to say that it is a vibration. It is a full pattern in cross section. It's only vibration in longitudinal axis, but it describes you on this circle a full geometrical pattern. And the thing is that you can minimalize this pattern going in zero almost, like in the top of a needle, because you can inscribe this in a computer, like it occupies a little bit of kilobytes. So you can minimalize this zoom of geometry of sound, and you put it in computer. Now you are watching it. It's extracting it
see
from
what that does.
what I filmed with, and you know. how small are the things you are filming. Okay, so, okay.
Wrong side. Wow, look at that.
You see, so the geometry in this cross section,
A little bit higher
but it
yet.
could be three-dimensional and multi-dimensional. Maybe I believe that maybe is even in another dimension, a fourth dimension.
Now also try making sounds underneath it
This
with a
phenomenon,
short piece of plastic tube.
because of this reason, you see, you hear a man and intersecting with our old man, and we and like exactly like you are seeing a tree. So to not be in an impact, it must go through another dimensions, and this is why, you know, radio. I will speak about this. You can, okay. You see, it's okay.
So if you watch that, it seems maybe simple to you. How you can justify this a three-dimensional the three-dimensional keyboard you open a hyperdimension with it when the transmission is made on hyperdimension. And how they did not realize this? Because you see, somebody invented, Marconi made the radio transmission, including the antenna of capture, including the conversion, including the if you understand. So within you understand this comes from physics somehow. See, that's why, and nobody explains to you, because you must work on a radio station. It's made after a pattern of invention. You go there, you put the antenna like this, you put a bobbin like this, a pattern of invention. It was invented, okay, and they are lying to you with this frequency hertz, and you see what was going to be the point to transmit you frequency when I send you me a picture. It's me on a picture and you okay. So let's sing like for okay, you saw the bobbin. I'm telling you how that bobbin works after this music. So you see. Cause I spent half my life on it. You were the only secret. You see me, you like me, standing there. You notice, you see me. That's why I said English bastards. Maybe I will sing this. I will not preparing. You must prepare somehow. I know it, but you see, I have the verses here. But what I want to tell you, right now about sound. I am describing you sound. You see, you can treat this chord like this. You can treat it like a vibration clearly, like this. You see, like a vibration like this. Okay, but you must understand this geometry is not frequency, it's geometry, it's a type of flower. It is produced in temporal manner by an object, but you do not know how. So if this reverberates and makes another structure from it like this, you do not have any way of describing mathematically. You do not have. So now to trick you, I pretend somehow that I know how to keep the energy of it on something, but it matters the geometry of it. In the first manner, I hit this, and then I hit it here, and it reverberates, interferes with itself, made like this. And you see the stress adding, if you know in physics. if you add this, they make a plus and this will cancel. This does not do like this. If you make this wave, and this is contradict Maxwell also, because if you put this wave with this wave like this, you do not know what it's going to do and this wave does not have magnetism. Maxwell says must be in a perpendicular manner like this. But and this wave, when it intersects with this wave, will make cancelling only in this part, it may multiply in this part. And if you show that patterns of geometry, you understand it does like this. It's not a control fixed pattern. If you understood the section also again. But why is this happening? Why does this happening? Because this sound, it is not a wave. It is not a wave. It is something like a color, like this color. So now if you have this and this and this and this and this 6, you have less represent them for it to be easier, like this sinus cosinus wave. This changes also. It's not a sinus. It's like if you make it like this, like that's integral, like this, but no, doesn't matter. Okay, what is the stalactite? Okay, but now if you say that this is mi note, you take another color like this, and you represent the second one. You see this, they are vibrating per second, but you are not saying anything, because one is red and one is green, you see? And you imagine 6 colors with different tones, 6 colors, the same thing, like this, okay? Now, but imagine this the same somehow. They are not, but imagine it, you see? And you make 6 like this. But what I'm going to explain why that radio stuff is a key when hyperspace in 4 dimensions. So now you imagine 6 different colors. You cannot differentiate between this green, like darker green or more darker green, you see, and whiter. I don't know how. You see, but I have 2 different greens. Maybe one is this and this, being me note, you see. But one is darker and one is, and you have all the colors. You have like this. But now you understand that we are tricking you that the light is a vibration. It's not. This tone is a tone, a specific tone comes from the atoms. And in the so it seems to you like I've told you, like maybe, but that's why a trick. You do not have patience. You don't want, and they serve you like a speed of sound with CD lighting. You see that okay? They serve you a frequency, hertz per second. The sound is not like this. The sound is this blue color. It comes on the wave, but the flute even does not produce waves like this. It produces pictures like somehow, and the frequency is the frequency of temporal frequency you are giving them. So you blow on a flute, okay, and it does produce waves, even the pictures, and you can make section of them. You imagine a tube like this, sculpted tube, and if you make a section here, you find a square figure, and here like a flower type, ondulatory one, but the flute gives them, okay. These flowers prove to you that the atom is packed with this. This is the atom somehow of light, and it is inside this. And now imagine like you give the note here. From where these notes are coming? From the copper. This is the copper alloy, okay? And now you must imagine this being blue. Let's say this being blue. And now if you understand it, there is shortening the wavelength. You changing the pitch, or you are changing like this. You see, faster one. Let's say blue, mi note, blue, and a longer one like this. You see, this one, let's say. And this one, you are tricking yourself again, because this could be another color. Even on you see, this is the same chord. If even though they are different colors. So you must imagine a basic ton of color like this, and many and okay, and many. So but from where they are coming from, the same chord. So now you must imagine not that each chord has some different color like this, because you are treating colors also like wave, like this. They are saying the light, you see is the spectrum of light, you see visible right here, infrared and ultraviolet, you see, and ultraviolet different frequency like this. So they are missing the point identified with the geometry of vibration, the color itself. You see, red is not a vibration, it is light, and the light is not a vibration like this, it's not. It travels on the vibration, exactly like the sound travels on the vibration. The sound is more likely to be represented like with colors. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, you see? Okay, so it travels on the frequency, geometrical frequency, or a picture or geometrical picture, but it is a color, So now you have many colors like this on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can say them do, re, mi, fa, sol, like this, you see, and you can put do like this, re, mi, you see, mi, do, re, mi, fa, you see, so let's say there is the same vibration like this, the same vibration, you see, let's say that somehow is the same picture of vibration here, you see, nonetheless there are different notes, sol and fa. So you see different colors, the same vibration. This is how you understand music somehow. But I'm going to tell you how you understand the radio. But now you understand this. Where are these? And this is you could understand the wave function of that crazy stuff. Wave function that is okay. So where all of these are inside the copper still. Until you activated them, they do not go outside. You are now missing treating them. If you put here or here or here or here, you shorten the wavelength like this, the length of the wave, and somehow you are mistreating it, that it is something to deal only with the space length of some T2 or T2. But these are different tonality that's in the copper. This proves to you many things. What exactly? You see that you can identify the strata, what I am saying on the current day, or the electron, but I'm telling you electron does not is light, okay? KLMNOP, different kind of strata, they are inside this still. So the vibration, different vibration of notes like this, with different colors are inside the copper. Okay, these are still. Next to the iron even. And I showed you that when they interfere, they make another geometrical pattern. So even though if you are treating them like you see, there has some flower inside. There's not even that they are even red like this. There is some kind of flower inside like this. It's some kind of flower of red, different on different materials. This is the flower of copper, another flower of the aluminium, another flower. So now not only that, but they give you the same tonality somehow. You must go intersect them in this reality. Okay. So what I'm telling you on short, the atom of copper has inside it the different tonality. So now you can treat it like atoms, because you understand you cannot pass from this one to this one. The copper gives them to you when you are singing, when you introduce the waves, but they come from inside. And some phenomenological stuff, because there is the air is intersected with it, so it is an impact of air and this chord, you see. but it's come from the copper nonetheless. So it's some combination between this in the way the sound of the air itself. The air itself is the molecules of the air and the copper when they impact like these two hands. Okay. So how I connect this with what does makes on frequency? You see, there is the copper wire exactly like here, and you must understand there is no other possibilities. How big can you make a piano? You see, 10 scales. They make it with 10 scales. You can imagine this guitar like. Bigger, like you are saying you can do it, but you cannot play every day. It's like a house big, a guitar like a house big. You see, but the sound will lose structure or repeats some structures like this. So now it's like the guitar itself is programmed for us to sing by God, like, if you understand. So even the dimension is okay. So how big you can make a piano? You see, you have 10 scales like this: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. There are tones and semitones because the semitone is like, you see, this is a tone. And a semitone describes you the black stuff, but now there is somehow half of a tone, and if you intersect them, you intersect already two different geometries, half of a tone with a full tone. So not even there is a do, there is a half a tone of do, like this. Now you must make a piano. You see, you put these chords like this. Many 10 multiplied by 12, because 7 whites and 5 black. Okay, so it's 12 and 10 scales, so 120 notes on 10 scales of a big piano. You see, the big one. But can you make it bigger than this to put more, like to put 300 chords? It will not give you some difference. You see, you put a double long like this, but you cannot hear it somehow. It goes in infrasound somehow, in ultrasound, in infrasound, exactly like we are saying in color. But you understand now there is not like beyond your capacity of hearing, only because. So if you understand, you're not stupid, like, okay. So somehow the instruments were defined. I've told you, like the viola with 4 chords, you will have 4 fingers. This one to keep the viola, violin, and the violoncello with 4. And you see, it is a thicker violin, viola, the thicker timbre, okay. Or this is another thing going on, and the violoncello. Okay, to be another instrument, like okay, so it gives you another types of flowers, not changing only the pitch, the frequencies, like this. So what I'm telling you, the copper, it is a multiple atom like this, because you cannot reduce the geometrical pattern of this do note. It comes from the copper or this. It gives you different types of geometry. I'm showing to you this in my program, intersecting many waves in a pure matter, in light, in my program, in composing music, okay? So it is a T1, T2 this, okay? You make a description, temporal description, and like it's a magical trick, you pretend you go from this geometry to this geometry. Another trick is to treat it like a wave. If you understand, it has different types of geometry inside, and when you touch it like here, it reverberates somehow in a tone of energy. It gives you that flowers. That flower, okay? So it has many atoms, irreducible atoms to another. So you understand that the atom of copper is a single unity, like this imbecile manner, a proton electron orbits like this, and many electrons, many protons. This is imbecilic, and it does not have plus and minus like this. Only we make it two. And now the current, you flow current through here. You must understand that they try to make the Mendeleev also with the scales. Like sometimes it is wrong. The Mendeleev is done like by masses, the valences on ions do not exist. So from where the tone comes from inside. Now how can I prove to you that come from inside? You see, you pass light through them, through the cord. You not produce sound now. Now you transmit light like this manner, no? Like in this manner. Light, you see, like a transistor manner. It's still copper transports light, and you realize now that it have many tonalities. Now you understand that the white light you say that it's constituting all these colors. You see, I have a light bulb here. It is emitting light, and the light of my light bulb describes all these colors. So somehow in the tones of there are all these tones, this intersecting music, you realize that it comes from the possibility of copper to transport many tones like this. Because the wire is copper. We even make it with aluminium or something. So is a proof by describing it coming from the copper, this transport line that has some tonalities like this. Some tonality like this. You carry this somehow to the frequency, but you understand somehow there is transport properties, different red property, and you reduce it to a frequency like crazy. But now what I'm telling you, what is this? What I've told you with the radio. See one more time that bobbin. Watch it. So why they are saying that frequency? You see, you pull like this, like make with a copper bobbin like this. You see, I showed you that, okay. But now, how do you understand that they make the needle like the frequency? This entire bobbin composed like this chord, You see, so when you press it here, there is a note, do, another note, re, in tones and semitones, okay. So now if he has it like this, it has it also like this, and the light describing all the colors. If you understand, you can treat it exactly like in music to understand that here is do, here is mi, this is fa, re. You see, this is the intersection or all the, if you make this bobbin, make it with aluminium or with steel or all the metals in the mandolin. So you see, I'm trying to make you, because when you unite this, you understand many things. So it seems to me, if you do not have patience and disregard what I'm telling you, but if you put back on back everything that I showed you, you understand that you cannot put it on mathematics and physics. So okay, I tell you many things. So now if you understand, you make this bobbin with this, but I'm telling you that I accessing the four-dimensional space of light. If you not believe it, okay. So now you put this is a copper bobbin, copper, okay. Okay, copper. Cupru in Romania, okay? So now you understand, if you move the needle on your radio like this, you see you put it on gigahertz, megahertz, but it's false. Why? The vibration is here like that waves, okay, and it comports in a similar manner like this. But if you understand this do, this here is do, and here is re, and here is, you understand in a wrong manner being vibration only or light. But why this is a trick? Because I'm transmitting you and you receive it, and where I'm going to transmit you a different color if I transmit red color. You understand? So now the light bulb impossibility have many frequency of vibration, and you access one to give you red. You see, maybe I send to you pictures, but only with red and green colors like this. Pictures like black and white, like this. You see. But in the light there is ability to describe you all the pictures. So in some colors are missing from the second that I'm transmitting you see. But now in the second moment, I do not make only pictures with red and I put another color, orange, okay, I put another color. So my light must be prepared to give you that tone of light. So now if you understand that you accessing here, you access here radio station, okay, you are treating in a wrong manner if you understand that you are receiving only green colors. There are all colors here in different frequencies like this, and in each part is all the colors. And so you see, you are accessing only a different wavelength, like this frequency. But here are all the colors, here are all the colors, here are all the colors. That's why you can put many posts. Okay, you receive one here, you receive another one here, because each part of here is capable to represent all the colors, so all of this. You understand? So this is how the radio functions. But now if you understand this imbecile manner of intersecting wave cross studying like this, cross studying, you have two and cross study, and this, you understand that there will interfere in space, and this radio station that you receive it on here, and with this will interfere and cancel another, like in tone and energies. Okay, so I cannot explain to you, but it is a key to enter in the hyperspace, because each of here has the nodes. Here each of has nodes and makes the same geometry. Somehow you receive here, you understand. So this could not be possible only if these waves enter in a hyperspace, hyperdimensional. If you describe a three-dimensional space by being some properties of describing you all the colors, all the tones like this, you understand when you intersect them like this, you'll not hear them. So we must retain the tone, specific vibration, and to intersect it in a hyperdimension to give you a resultant in a three-dimensional space. So what I'm telling you is the antenna already imbecilic or not. Marconi was asked by the Pope how it is functioning, and maybe making a joke or not, to say, Your Highness is related with God. You must know, I do not know. But he invented the radio. And now guys like this tricking energy did not understand, because this was an invention from some lucky good luck. I see we had copper gifts like this, and how they improved the receiving of signal. He wanted to transmit radio. Okay, you have a rod like this, like even this it receives. If you understand why, it receives the tones, it receives the vibration from here, it receives it. So you put an antenna like this, okay, and you speak in a light bulb. This is the radio is made. Instead, you see, like you have a speaker. Instead of putting even the paper, like vibration paper, you put a microphone, but you do not, you take out the paper from the equation of the speaker. So now it vibrates your voice like this, like electric guitar, see, without a resonance box. And now you do not put it through a speaker, because you will hear them. If you go with a car on antenna, you plug, you will hear radio. You plug a battery car, you multiply the, okay. But now you do not, you send it through a light bulb. Because the light makes the conversion. This is a proof that the sound is a light also. You see, you pass through a light bulb exactly like this with diodes of transmission. Like I showed them to you on the computer. Look at them. You see, so now you receive sound, you speak sound, you are mistreating it being waves, the sound. I told you that I have scholars, has pictures, geometries, okay, but you can make them zoom to go like small like this, okay. So now you vibrate an area, a big area on antenna, all a town, a full town, vibrating in a hyperdimensional space. If you imagine there's all the frequencies like this. And now you put like this, and so you realize that you put a copper at the end bobbing like this, you multiply the signal somehow. Now you put a transistor, you multiply it again, and but basically you put it still run like this, because his first antenna of Marconi was like two poles like this and a wire like this. Like you put your clothes to you see to dry. Okay, so two poles of iron like this and a wire like this. This is the first antenna, Marconi antenna. It receives sound that you send it through a light bulb. So you speak in a light bulb basically, okay, and see, you see, but it does not have a big distance. Now you must understand what this resonance box does. Okay, you see the wood has big properties. You see, if you put this note will vibrate this note wireless, I've told you, like, and put this note, vibrate this note wireless, even though they are different colors, okay, but the wood resonates all of them. It's telling you there is more complex than the copper itself. You see, this will not vibrate this, but the wood vibrates on all the tonalities. That's why it's a good resonance box. It has all the tonalities of all these copper chords inside. You see, it resonates this, resonates this, resonates this. So the wood transforms itself in a flower all of them all the time and multiplies them. So now if you, instead of this wood box, you have air full of air, okay, and you resonate it, you see, it is transforming this structured flower there itself. So now you imagine that this have only a volume of energy or vibration. You cannot make this small box to vibrate like a kilometer far, okay? But now you make many boxes like this of wood, and you resonate through energy property. So this is the antenna of resonance makes. It multiplies basically the zoom of sound that is this small. I've told you, watch it in my computer on short, few vibration like this. It's more in a computer program, you can put them here, okay? Watch them.
Again, a program I compose music in, you understand that you make a zoom, small zoom. So this is very important if you watch that on a radio transmission. Every note, like this is citrus and this is acid, the name of an instrument. This how many instruments are here. This is the list, okay. But I picked this instrument because you see my desktop on my laptop. The stars are close and putting clouds, and they are small, and we can go here. You see, this is my desktop even. Okay, so you see acid and the piano where I explained to you already. 10 scales. You see, 10 6 10. Oh, okay, 11. Okay, and what I picked this instrument, you see, and if you understood already, there is this is a white description, only with white light. But if you imagine this wave colored with colors, red, green, blue, because each of the note is do. So this is a scale 12 notes. You see, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, 7 white and 5 black, 12. You see, like the apostles, like a son of Jacob. And you see, but if you understand this wave, like in color manner, different colors. Not only like this frequency, this geometry, because it is sound, it is unseen for a reason, okay? So, but you vibrate this line like this, and I pick it because sometimes it's making a square manner. See what angles? In so combination, it makes it in a square manner, like, but maybe I will show to you another instrument. So the two representation on axis like this, in a temporal manner, different kind like this, and this will tell you that is again something weird. Okay, like. So you see, you have light in your computer, and I give all the notes in 10 scales. The light must be prepared, so you have some tonalities from your battery must be prepared to cover all these notes. You see, so it has containing, and it collapses like a collapse of the wave function. It collapses in one node like this. You see, so there's not a mysterious. You collapse the light. You collapse it in something, but it has the possibility. All the colors. It could be do, re, mi, but it not collapses like you collapses. I collapse the light from the computer, so you understand there is light. The light from the computer and from the battery, I collapse it with a fingers, with a wheel. It's not like the collapse of the wave function like here, so magic stuff like you see. This is I collapse it, but it did not exist like only in tones of in light, inside the light. You see. And has a temporal manner. I show to you and I explain to you another time. You see the possibility of time, the light. I make all the different times. The dawn also like red or green, but different times, like how I will let it. And I'm telling you that is programmed because we will interfere different manner on different times, and you cannot predict. As you cannot predict the interference of these two notes. It's programmed. It's not adding crust or something. It is programmed. You can discover like you discover a precious stone. It will give you a new note somehow, but it will not cancelling in some order. Like if you understand this, I put like only here, and you do not know what it will going to do. Okay. So this is the waves, okay? I understand are made with light, okay? And okay.
So now you take that small zoom, you resonate it on a big area, okay, and all the area comports itself like this resonance box, like this. But it's this light that you cannot see it with eyes, and in a matter of fact, in a radio is sound wave or music wave, only music, you transmit music. But in the live manner, I've told you transmit in live manner. You cannot miss in the color, because let's say I only say do, but then I say re. So you understand now that this band of hertz has in each part all the tonalities. So here in this frequency has all the tones, all the colors, here the same. That's how you can make many radios. And this manner I'm telling you, if you put a needle like this, so he hit on luck. This is what I'm interrupting. He so that this is better, okay? So if you go with a needle like this, you access the hyperspace that contains this, okay? So now how the hyperspace looks, if you treat it like in similar with colors, you must imagine what I did not told you, there is many reds. You treat red like this, red, only red. Green, you see, but as many tones of green, I have two here, many tones of green. So in a manner, each color is infinite somehow. If you not infinite, but has maybe yes, okay. So you see only green, but you see there's different types of green on plants, and the light describes them all, okay. So maybe in cursive manner, like in mathematical manner, minus infinity plus infinity, you can describe this green on minus infinity plus infinity line, like this, okay. But in a three-dimensional manner, that's why it's wrong, you see, okay. So but the red one is the same. Darker reds and more, you see this red, this kind of red and this kind of red are different, okay. I have them only here on a red menu, you see this kind of red, this kind of red. So now you must imagine this, let's see, being red, but I've told you that it has all the colors, see. This being red, okay, in a continuous manner, you can describe this on tones, in vibration on tones, but it's not, it's red. So how the hyperspace looks, I believe. So it has this prepared strings like this, like this. They are not vibrating because it's going to be a specific tone of vibration. Their way to vibrate them has had the possibility of vibration. So you see this, you understand, like this. You see this is vibrating, this and then enters in vibration, this one in the same manner, only though it was static in the same. But the true resonance is vibrated this, and this is vibrated this. You can see it with your eyes. So you give only this note on guitar, and if you accord them in the right manner, at this point they are vibrating. That's how you are accord the guitar, okay? So how I believe that this hyperspace looks exactly like colors, and being an infinite time manner representing on a straight line has a red tonality and all the color tonality. In a basic manner, like nose, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, there is like a rainbow type colors. Like you see infrared, ultraviolets, violet, indigo, green, blue, and like yellow, and but many types of yellow, many combination, many like this. And this is an infinite field. You realize now that you cannot do this in three-dimensional. It is hyperdimensional field. It is resonated by a three-dimensional object, and there's a possibility. But if you understand this, from this is a key to access the hyperspace that we know, like this at this hour. You put copper like this and you go with a needle like, but you are tricking with frequency, hertz frequency. This is megahertz, you listen that radio, this megahertz, that radio. They are not megahertz vibration per second, because what's going to be the point to transmit my voice to modify it, you see, to change I transmit my voice with my, you see, with me in a fast manner. If you like you see, you put it fast, like in fast manner to download it very fast, but you do not change the red of it. This improves this proves even the red spectrum deplacement, like this. You see how they are tricking you between frequencies and an aspect of the color. You cannot make from red green. This is, and when it contained all the structures of colors, and that's why you can flow light through it, because has the tonality is like a tube prepared with all the tones of the colors, and you can pass a movie through copper. You see, you transmit a movie, and it's telling you that it conserves even the images, not a frequency. You can transmit me, I'm not a frequency, I'm a full picture transmitted like here through cable, because it has the property of colors. You can transmit colors to it. Okay, red multiplies red, like in transistor manner. Red makes red, because you have you must have the obligability to have a coherent beam of red color. So you see, so you're not rejecting the electron proton manner or magnetic manner. So it grabs somehow. It knows that it is red and goes in a you see, like this. Keeping the distance, keeping to describe the picture, describe something. When you put it in a lantern, you see, this is how you are mistreating it. Like have a speed of light. You see from the lantern on volume that goes like this, is vibrate the space. Okay, that space has many colors, because you can make a red color like all the colors. Okay, so this is the intersection between sound and light. I believe I proved to you that a sound, it is light, if you understand. The sound itself does not have a certain speed, like not even in this manner. But this is a brutal manner to treat sound like this, like propagation of wave. You do not say anything. It must have some qualities. You vibrate this table like this from wood, and you can do it with this chord, you see. So now you disregard all the notes, and see that the vibration of sound goes through this wood with a sound speed. So you say nothing, like okay. And this is the difference between wave and the quality and quantity it contains in light. So this is my fourth video on light. If you understand the sound is light, you write sound here on the stick, memory stick, and if you understand, has many tones. It exactly compare like with colors. But believe me or not, I believe from all my knowledge, there is access is a hyperspace, and the light is a hyperspatial, and you can understand how it looks, how I described to you, and you vibrate it with energy per volume only, to distribute many flowers like in a big space like this. Okay, they are diluting with distance. You cannot catch the radio from the radio antenna from a bigger distance than you radiate. This is how you increase the volume of energy, but the energy transforms itself in the flower, and the flower tech does not have any energy, only to distribute per volume. But you can make maybe this transmission better, not by radiating it, containing energy, but going the energy going to zero, to maintain only the flower types, the light flower types, that you can uncouple it from the energy. So you can speak on Mars planet, if you understand, because the void does not exist, is light. Without transmitting with energy. This is going to delay the signal 20 minutes on Mars, on Jupiter, 4 hours something. But if you treat it without energy, maybe you can transmit it at a bigger distance through that hyperspace. You do not have any problems of wave crest size like this, because you put like this in mechanical manner, and another one that are interfering and impact itself in three-dimensional manner. But if this is proving you that they're not impacting themselves, you have many posts of radio and you change them, and they do not change the somebody speaks, another speaks in do, somebody sings in re scale, somebody you see, and somebody transmits. It's a hyper-dimensional space, if you understand. So if you disregard the energy per space, and you treat only the atomic flower of light somehow, you can transmit much more of information, I believe, without speed. They can Mars without 20 minutes delay. So goodbye, God bless, like, share and subscribe. maybe seems to you, but if you listen closely, how can I tell you that Einstein is wrong? How can I tell that Maxwell is wrong? Electromagnetism. How can I tell you that you cannot put mathematics on geometry? And who did it? Descartes. And they conserve it like this. So what was my scope? We can go here, man. Believe it or not, this is a small cloud. We can go here with our current technology. Here, this is a simple star. Or we cannot see the universe. Our galaxy is a sphere, not a spiral. They lie to you. It's surrounded by clouds. This black stuff is normal matter. And it is waves of light and not waves. And hyperspace is made of light. This receives light from there, extracted. There could be pieces like this, not gravitational system. There could be pieces like here. They're saying okay, there's fog here, fog. These stars are contemporaries with us. We cannot see the universe, only inside the sphere. This is even the border, like black stuff. You see, the stars are put in clouds, and you put your eyes on any star on a night sky, we can go there, and they are close. We can go there. And Jupiter planned 100 satellites. If you understand, you cannot do this with Newton equation. They are lying to you big time, big time. And the impact force, I can disprove it. It is false. It does on tonality. And when you throw this rock in a wall, maybe it does not have all the cursive, increasive strength like this. Only in discrete. It seems to you that equation is made to vary the force of impact, but it does not have. Vary the speed, but it does not have only less than, let's say, 20 forces of impact until it breaks and disintegrates. If you throw it with a bigger speed, the energy of throwing goes inside and breaks the atomic structure. So maybe you understand, you increase the velocity like in an incremental manner like this. The force of impact in a wall will vary like this, but will not. This has only 20 forces of impact, like this. So this manner Newton and integrated by and Leibniz is false. So I have this on short. I disprove to you even the classical normal mechanics, if you understand. Okay, we can go here, man. There is the time. We can reach these satellites. They are aligned to you. We can colonize, can do wonderful things. If you want to be quick like this quantum mechanics, Einstein and stuff like this, stealing that somebody invented something, tell you to the poor, they do not know how it's functioning, and they try to describe it in the wrong manner, frequencies, energies, and they do not understand this stuff, and the equations are false. So now you go to a professor that gives you some notes, having no clear way of doing it. Only if you write beautiful, or if you are a girl is afraid to give you small no. So this criteria, you see, this is the way what I hate this current day science, and I'm telling you that it is wrong, but I describe to you how it looks in a normal manner. You cannot do equation on it. Okay, goodbye. A big video. Maybe I will cut it in two parts, part 4 and 5 on the light. I will describe to you light how it is, and this. Okay, goodbye. God bless. Like, share, and subscribe. You help me. Distribute this. We can go to the stars, man. Believe it or not. And this access is a hyperspace, a 4-dimensional field that it is light. A space field. It is not related with time. Right? Goodbye. God bless.
So again,
Now, we were starting to see some very interesting patterns form on the top of this plastic. But my range is not too good, and the quality is not too good either. So I think I'm going to switch from me making the sound
nice video. Okay.
So we're going to put this speaker down, and then put this over top
So
of it.
you understand
We're
wrong
gonna
the
use a
frequencies, not the
tone generator with a
frequency.
piano, and see what kind of patterns we can get.
You see this flower or geometry. This is not a frequency, and it could be 3-dimensional. This is only on the surface.
Lower frequencies, and as the frequency increases, the pattern becomes more complex.
And you only in send. You put this sound in maybe does another thing in different material. You see, and it differs. You see, the geometry differs, even though it's the same instrument. This is also important because
Now, the patterns that form on this plastic do so for the
it's
same
very
reasons that they
profound,
do on the
like
metal clothing plate.
geometrical.
These are the homemade plates that I showed in a previous video, and as you can see, the same type of patterns forms on these metal plates as we were seeing on this plastic membrane.
These patterns form because
You see?
the sound wave causes the surface to resonate. It has standing waves that collects sand in the places of very little energy.
Okay, you can watch this by yourself. This is how much I comment from it.